Hello, friends. I, Dr. Seema, welcome you in this episode of Manovak in conversation with our dearest Guruji Noshir. Guruji, you are seen to perform certain rituals, for example, all the 9 days of Navratri and Shivratri, that would normally be associated with Hinduism. So, my question is you are born Parsi, and when you do these rituals, are you practicing and propagating Hinduism or any particular religion?
Yeah, a lot of people wonder about this and have asked me also. Uh, See, firstly, let me tell you something very basic. There is a difference between race, community, and religion. Race is genetic. Okay, so there's a white race, yellow race, brown race, black race. So all people of one color in that race. Then there is community. Community is again dictated by your genetics, in the sense you are born in that family which follows certain customs, traditions, habits. So that makes your community. And then there's religion. Religion is a matter of faith and entirely your choice. It is not it is not dependent on your genetics.
This is very surprising because
You are
if I'm
not
born,
born, no, you are never born into a religion. You follow a certain religion, but you are born into a race and you are born into a community, because obviously you are born to parents who are in that community. So, and your forefathers have followed that community or are part of that community. So, you are born into that community. But you are not born into a religion. You may be inducted into a religion, say at the age of 7 or 10 or 12 or 15 or whatever. But you're never born into a religion. And even if you're inducted into a religion, you have the complete free will to follow what you want. Now, personally, I do not follow any religion as such or any religious practices as such, because I do spiritual practices. I have a guru and I follow the spiritual practices as given by my guru.
so do you have to leave your religion?
No, you don't have to leave anything. That's what I said. You don't have to leave anything. It stays, it remains. It doesn't, I don't have to undo anything. See, uh, religion and spirituality both have the same goal, both go towards God. One is an outward search for God, like religion is an outward search for God, spirituality is an inward search for God. Both want the same thing, both look for the same thing. But one is an outward search, the other is an inward search. Okay? So I prefer the inward search. Therefore, I do not go for the outward manifestations of that search in any religion. I rather do my own spiritual practices and take the inward turn. That is the only difference. So I don't follow any particular religion as such, or propagate it, or promote it.
But when you arrange such events or invite
Now
people
I'm
and
coming
do,
to that. I know. So that's the dichotomy. I'm coming to that. Now, when I do a certain ritual, and if I invite people for it, if you have noticed very carefully, I never ask anyone to follow those rituals.
yeah, it's by choice that we join you.
It's complete choice that people join me, because they want to be there, they want to feel the vibrations, they want to feel good about it, or they
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 like it.
like to join me in that. I don't make it compulsory, nor do I make it a part of my teachings or my practices. What rituals I do are very personal to me. They are for my satisfaction, because I want to do them. It gives me joy to show my devotion to that form of God which I worship, or show my gratitude in that way. So it is very personal, and I do it. I mean, I would do it if there were thousands of people. I would do it if I was all alone. It doesn't make a difference to me. So when I do these rituals, it is for my satisfaction, not to propagate anything or not to follow anything, because I follow only the spiritual path, not the religious path. But if there are uh, something I do which is coincidentally part of a religion, then that is a mere coincidence. I mean, that is not my propagating it. For example, tomorrow if I kneel down and pray to God and light a candle, that doesn't mean I'm becoming a Christian or I'm following the Christian faith. Or tomorrow if I keep a fast for 21 days or 1 month or something, that doesn't mean I'm becoming a Muslim or following Islam. No, it just happens that I am doing certain things for my satisfaction.
You have chosen it, like it's by
I've
choice
chosen
and
by
you like
choice,
it,
yes.
and
And I don't ask anybody else to do it or to continue doing it. No, I never do that. It's just that people participate in it with me for their own joy because they see my joy in it.
now it will
That's
be
all.
little interesting to know that coming from Parsi background, I don't think you were ever exposed to Hindu rituals. So what was that inner calling that made you connect with these entities and
It's I think as I said, being in a certain community or a certain race is genetic. It's not what you are. Those are just my DNA, my physical chemical DNA. There's nothing to do with who I really am.
the soul
And the
connect?
soul, the mind, it has nothing to do with that. So what appeals to the soul and the mind is very different from what your chemical DNA has to say. You got it?
Another thing I would like you to a little bit like tell us that yeah, you invite us for these rituals where actually you are showing how to connect with these deities and increase devotion in us.
True.
But there are certain mantras that you ask us to do. Again, not compulsory, but you suggest. They also like have been taken from Hindu scriptures. So have you practiced and have you got benefited, and that's why you are
Obviously. I
suggesting
mean,
it to
obviously,
people?
I wouldn't tell you to do a certain practice, whether it's mantras or anything, if I have not done it myself. And uh, with my guru being Babaji, obviously, whatever instruction he gives, I will follow it blindly. Then, whether it is in Arabic, whether it is in English, whether it is in Japanese, whether it is in Chinese, or whether it's in Sanskrit, I mean, that doesn't, it's immaterial. If he has said, you do this, then
There's no question.
like in when I used to teach Reiki, there were symbols, the names of symbols were in Japanese.
Japanese.
That doesn't make me a Japanese. That doesn't make me a Buddhist. You know, get my point.
Yeah.
So these are artificial connotations that we put,
That people
associate with.
associate with.
Yes, it's what you feel in the heart that is more important.
True.
You know, and basically I just follow whatever instructions my guru gives me. You know, whatever language it is, it's immaterial.
And whoever finds them
If they
appealing,
can
they
connect
are.
with it, they are free to follow my line of thinking or my practices. If not, they can move out. I mean, that's their free choice.
Thank you so much, Guruji. And this is where I end this episode and hope to see you again for the next episode. Thank you so much for joining us.